Guilty. First-degree murder. That's the one thing the Jodi Arias jury can agree on. Under that dark hair and those bookish glasses, the mind of a murderer. But does she deserve to die for the way she killed her ex-boyfriend? The jury is still deliberating, but the now convicted killer sat down one-on-one with ABC's Ryan Owens as she contemplates her fate. Jodi Arias speaks.
Stream Productions.
Person who committed this killing sits in court today. It's the defendant, Jodi Arias.
Between June 2nd and June 7th, 2008, Jodi Arias took a nearly 3,000-mile road trip, and prosecutors say the evidence from that journey shows that Arias set out to kill Travis Alexander. Agent says a blonde-haired Jodi Arias asked for a white car so it wouldn't stand out. 7:32 p.m. After two more
Travis Alexander was a 30-year-old American salesman from Arizona. In 2006, he met a stunning young lady named Jodi Arias at a marketing conference in Las Vegas. Travis invited Jodi to a company dinner that same night. She was bright and very sociable, and the two stayed up to 4 a.m. just talking to each other. The next morning, Travis told his friends that he had found his future wife.
it still had a digital card in it that had been erased.
That had been erased.
Yes.
But there's erased, and then there's erased. The memory card was sent to the Mesa Police Department Crime Lab to see if any information could be recovered.
Our computer forensic unit called me up and said, "You've got to come down here. I have some
photos you need to see."
Blood shed a tear out my eyes for ones that once let I maxed out work on the block and see with trust that friends use you as a crutch. And then the love and life transacts for G's stand above run. Lush gems, knowledge and pride. But that's one sin, one cipher kill for the show. Shook up the junction. Now everywhere that he go, it's just something to all about him. Brought the bottle and still could function. Brought the gas, running miles and see what shorts tend to lead you down the wrong road. Ride for something. Know your cause, then enforce it's all corruption. Know the rise, more despised, more reluctant than in the rise. Emphasize, it's what my trust is. Come to terms, some relationships die, some things don't run thick. So whatever survives is meant to come in my direction. If it ain't leverage, you're wasting my breath for real. I'm 10 toes stomping still. A guy rose with brown skin in the Spanish feel. It's my time, improvises how I'm standing still. And if it ain't my fam, it's how I prep my meals. In life trends, a cycle that's been timeless. You see how life ends, good apple turn rotten. We gotta find just the methods of survival. Can't be like them, faking can't be honest. It's just life trends, a cycle that's been timeless. You see how life ends, good apple turn rotten. You gotta find just the methods of survival. Can't be like them, faking can't be honest.
Hey yo, the beat I take apart. I'm like Henny, my nigga, you like making smart. Paid the price, I gotta make my mark. Niggas talking marathons, but always hate the start. Shit, my life is like a movie, and your bitch is my favorite part. Niggas talking, but they fake the heart. Need a bypass, rapping and podcast. If one hit, I'm quitting my job fast. Believe that. Life beating me up, feel like a speed bag. Stress, needing a weed bag. Nobody pick it up, got me sick. I should give it up. Until the phone ring, quarantining, doing the home thing. Get status, chick better, but more drama, that's its own thing. Y'all need to kick dust like an outlaw in the western. How to be a millionaire, you gon' need investors. I bag the fuck you bag to impress her. Trick on and dresser. I don't check on it, don't stress her. You text the essays lecture, I say okay, no effort.
Trends, a cycle that's been timeless. You see how life ends, good apple turn rotten. We gotta find just the methods of survival. Can't be like them, faking can't be honest. It's just life trends, a cycle that's been timeless. You see how life ends, good apple turn rotten. We gotta find just the methods of survival. Can't be like them, faking can't be honest.
On June 4th, 2008, Jodi Arias drove from California to Mesa, where she met up with Travis Alexander at his home. The pair spent the day having sex and taking explicit photos of each other. Despite the newly made commitment, Alexander and Arias' sexual relationship didn't slow down. In fact, the now convicted murderer admitted that she and her late victim had sex on the very night of her baptism. Case is one of the most highly publicized America has ever seen. From the day they met to the day Arias was locked up for murder, the story of Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander is laced with twists and turns that'll shock you.
True indeed. Greeny. Yeah, right. P. We on time. Yeah. Yo. Amphibious like we don't blend well with the frail. Good platter with the ginger ale. Wish them well if they do you dirt. Been through the worst, now we here. Crystals is clearly visible. The kid critical, facing mass extinction. With a grin, peep the conglomerate win. Took my losses on the chin. Let it burn like gin, swapping packs for chicken. Shorty with the cakes, washing dishes. The plot keep getting thicker. Hear the whisper, all conditions. What's on the mission log? Back to the drawing board. Round table links with the proper scorecards. Caught them gliding and soaring off. I met the stars, with the be like we charged. Against all odds, defying laws of gravitation. Low bid, I rock the mask like we in hazardous situations. Only rocking for wages. Hot flavors.
Cash posted with the polo, no I came to dolo. I brought the green, but I could turn the room into a snow globe. Niggas bitches move the fofo when they sing like Bono. Like clothes, you know it's sunny, man, that shit with bro folks. Shit be deeper than the photos, man, that shit just promo. I be really in the trenches, I don't chill in Soho. Keep my business on the lolos, how you get the modo? Been around this shit since T-Mobile was pushing moto. I dosed the moto, the nice side of fresh my noodles. These niggas coolo, linked up, look like Menudo. Me, I'm the chulo. Nigga that move too low, fat buzz with the red hair, smoking Mario Judo.
And sometimes the simplest answers are the correct ones.
One of the most fascinating parts of this interrogation is how long the detective allows Jodi to cling on to hope. For the first 45 minutes, she will be terrified, yet still believe there's a chance she will be going home at the end of it. The detective will hint at her suspicions and culpability in a gradual manner, yet not directly accuse her until a much later stage. Dangling the idea of hope above someone's head while simultaneously hinting at the grim future that awaits them would perhaps be considered cruel in most other circumstances. Yet on this occasion, it is tolerated for a tactical purpose.
What's going on? A friend of ours is dead in his bedroom. We hadn't heard from him for a while.
Alexander bleeding and on the ground. It's possible to see what looks like Arias' leg and foot.
Everyone had already seen what had happened in court, but as with everything else, there's another part to the story, and that part was what I had brought to the courtroom. There were many decisions that I undertook, and I thought that it would be interesting to people who had actually watched the trial.
Check. In the land of the wicked, the horse-stricken, poor riches, focused on dollars and Porsche whipping, corpse stiffing, the walking dead and abortion risen, door splitting, locking our bodies in forced prisons. The book of Ephesians say the spirit is war-ridden, sword gripping, the work been flipping and cross-christing, sauce dripping, the source been getting involved, the politics written in scroll, but I've been skipping it all, the prospects sitting up tall, spin you like Hot Wheels hitting the wall, you cop the feel, living the fraud. I won't stop till I'm living abroad. Bad bitch, fat ass, rubber titties with off. I don't know how to act when I'm pissing and drunk, but I've been spitting the funk. Y'all niggas is late to the function. Life's a dump and I've been in the junction. Rhymes written for function, my hidden dysfunction.
I loved Travis, and I looked up to him. At one point, he was the world to me. This is the worst mistake of my life. It's the worst thing I've ever done. It's the worst thing I ever could have seen myself doing. In fact, I couldn't have seen myself doing it. Before that day, I wouldn't even want to harm a spider. I'd gather them up in cups and put them outside. To this day, I can hardly believe I was capable of such violence. But I know that I was. And for that, I'm going to be sorry for the rest of my life. Probably longer. I was horrified by what I'd done, and I'm horrified still. In many ways, my family has also suffered a great loss.
Check. I'm in the catacombs, the cash is stolen, the bag is gold, the gas is blown. Don't ask for no fractions, I get this cash alone. You rappers living outlandish, you never blast the chrome, you never clap the 357 and watch it crack a dome. Getting money off visas because we cracked the code. You say you doing no features, but we ain't asked to know. Y'all niggas gassed off nothing, I got the master flow. I really been that nigga, so I ain't have to blow. Give a fuck about niggas thinking we cool or not. We trying to get this money and spend it all at the jeweler's shop. I'm really putting in work, these numbers computer stock. I'm really trying to triple the digits and get your shooter shot. Yeah, let's go to war, baby. I get you pressed and get you stretched like the raw, baby. This that shit from way back that you ain't saw lately. That metal spitting out the Mac, wet you all crazy. Let's go.
Stars are brightly shining. This is the day of our dear Savior's birth. knows our name.
Move Ollie swift on my feet, so go ahead. Try the 52 Black Prophet, defending the Black Prophet. Deep as a hole in the jean pocket. My jeans palace lead armor food from the farm market. My phone cropping invested to grow. The star seed sprouted to reach the mountain. Yeah, drink from the fountain. It's for the youth, innocence. Lost in the child, give you the truth. What they lack in your school, confuse the cool. To study your origin, that's up to you. Better make use, yeah, it's better than trying to play cool for niggas and bitches that never pay dues. It's the laws and the rules, never playing the fool.
Their thumbs down, refusing to settle. As for not wanting the death penalty, it's my firm belief that death would bring me untold peace and freedom. That's my personal belief. If I died today, I would be free and I would be at peace. For years, that's exactly what I wanted.
Zoning, blowing all kind of gas. I'm chasing millions before my mama passed. Never mind what team I played for. My name in the rafters, Verge 7-4. I'm who come knocking at your door like, let's play a game of Saw. I came to play like press record. You sweating bras, they sweating me. I got the sauce. Fly to Germany to see your Porsche. You just now hopping off the porch. Not coming outside. Switch whips after the lick. You cop a gun and hope you never have to use it. I caught mine, the first thing I did was shoot it. It's a dog-eat-dog world. You pussy niggas make me Earl. I grip the blicky like a hammer curl. Make your bandana twirl. Yellow horse, navy blue lapel. I'm giving bitches back shots in short stay hotels. Slicker than the shift between years since my teen years. Nigga, ask your peers. Mine's gon' say the same, that I made the spot clear. So be careful what you saying, and remember who you was when you got here.
Like I did on June 4th, 2008, because I realized how selfish it would be for me to escape accountability for this mess that I've created. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, several nieces and nephews, a mom, a dad, 8 aunts. Reputation for years. I did say he was an influential person. I kept his skeletons in the closet all to my own detriment for years. What I testified to was not false. They were not made up. They were not things that
I got glasses, so my optics different. Fighting depression, insecurity, anxiety. My ops is different. You know when niggas hit that pocket, listen. Feel the void of that feeling when the profit missing. That's why I laugh when you talking competition. I've been so broke, man, I couldn't cop attention. Niggas salty, a lot of hypertension. Niggas thought they was fly with their diamond supply. Give a fuck about none of that. I was trying to get high, moved a few packs. I was trying to get by, rhymed every day. You can see the fire in my eyes. Baby mama call me miserable. I got bitches in both coasts. I'm eating pussy like it's cereal. Don't talk about material. This rap shit is spiritual. I could break down, but can't let baby girls see me with my face down. It's real.
Arias.
I did not drag Travis through the mud. I protected Travis's reputation for years.
Why would you continue to sleep with Travis after you learned of his child porn issues?
That was not a side of Travis that he wanted to even exist.
So uncomfortable about anal sex with Travis when you had previously tried it?
In my previous relationships, it was only something we tried.
With your memory? I mean, this is approximately no more than 2 weeks away.
I don't think I have a problem.
But you don't remember things that happened within 2 weeks, do you?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
And in this case, you don't, right?
I don't remember if I gave you the details.
So the answer is
not.
Yes or no. Do you remember?
Remember what?
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the incident.
Right. And what specifically of the incident are we talking about?
I'm not sure.
So you're having trouble focusing on what's being asked of you today in addition to having memory problems?
Yes.
So then after 5 or 10 minutes, you left because you were going to go take care of this issue by speaking with Bianca, right?
First I drove to Ashland.
Did I ask you where you went?
Yes.
No, I asked you whether or not you went to speak to Bianca. Did you go speak with her that day?
Yes.
Didn't you tell us that you drove an hour and a half?
I believe it was about that long.
And so you weren't going to put up with that either, were you?
Put up with what?
Well, what is it that we're talking about here?
Which part put up with?
Were you going to put up with what we just talked about? Are you having problems understanding again what's going on?
Sometimes, because you go in circles.